G'day guys, welcome back to another video on the Torq Hub YouTube channel. Today we strip my Turbo 400 down and take a look inside. So here we are, Australind Automatics. My mate Corey, he owns the joint, he runs the joint. He does a lot of transmission rebuilds, upgrades, differentials, general servicing, maintenance type things. Yeah, a lot of the specialty type stuff that a lot of other workshops don't usually take on. You know, the diffs and gearbox rebuilds, a lot of shops around town end up just sending the work here for Corey and the boys to do. So yes, he does the specialty stuff that some others don't do. But anyway, here we are. I've got the Turbo 400s already over here on the little rack. So basically, some history about this one. I bought this off a good friend of mine, Chris, quite a number of years ago, just while I've been collecting parts for my project. I've probably honestly had this thing for the best part of 7 years or so, and it's brand new. It never had oil in it or anything like that. It's supposed to be rated to 1,000 horsepower. It's supposed to have a full manual reverse pattern valve body in it. And yeah, basically I don't really know what's in it, so I've asked Corey just if he can strip it down, take a look, and anything that needs addressing, we can address it now before I put it in the car and fill it up with oil and realise all the seals are old and don't hold oil anymore. So yeah, basically we're just going to take a look inside and probably change the seals, and hopefully it has all the parts that it's supposed to have in it. So yeah, you guys can come along for the ride with us. We'll ask Corey some questions as we go, and hopefully we all learn a thing or two about Turbo 400 transmissions. Okay, so this is Corey, my good mate Corey, Australind Automatics. Like I said before, these guys do a lot of transmissions and a lot of diffs. We've also got Wayne, he works here as well. He builds a lot of diffs and transmissions as well. Is that right, Corey?
He does all my autos.
All the autos. Wayne is the auto guy. Then you've got Dill, the apprentice, and you've got Cam, the mechanic as well. So we've got a few boys here, and yeah, there's always interesting bits and pieces coming through the shops. A lot of modified stuff. Corey's a modified car nut like the rest of us, so that's why we get along really good. He's a handy guy to know. So what do you suspect we'll find inside, Corey? Do you think it's going to be mostly generic parts, probably a 34 element sprag and some other little bits like that, or?
Hopefully your list is true, you've got that billet input. And
Yeah, I'm not sure if it has a billet input or not, but I guess we'll find out soon enough. I've only got a little Holden motor anyway, so I'll go easy on it.
automatic will be good. Yeah, had oil on this, haven't you?
No, I haven't put oil in it at all. I've put the trans pan on it that I wanted, and that's pretty much it. You do quite a lot of 400s, don't you, Corey?
We've got 3 on the go at the moment.
Yeah, they're pretty common gearbox for something that's so old and been around for such a long time.
4L80s are turning into the new one to get.
Yep. Although parts availability or even just core availability is quite hard in Australia, am I right? Or
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Really hard to get parts for it.
yeah, because a 4L80, that's basically a Turbo 400 with overdrive. Is that right? More or less, yeah. So what are we looking at right here? What are you undoing there?
It's a valve body.
Yep.
Definitely aftermarket. Going off the gasket and the separator block.
Yep. So this would that have a part number on it somewhere to identify it, or?
No, it's
Because
the factory car.
yeah, and then they've just modified it. Hey, yeah, that's right.
Factory separator plates are usually silver. This one being gold. And you can see half of it's missing, and the valves will be jammed. So it's definitely a full manual
Yep.
of some sort. And
Well, that's a good start anyway.
drill the leaf holes, so it definitely looks. So it is reverse pattern.
Yep, so it is definitely full manual and reverse pattern. Oh well, we're off to a good start anyway. Now, is there any way you can tell by looking whether it has the engine braking feature, or is this just the standard no engine braking?
No engine braking.
Yep, awesome.
Pistons missing.
Yep. Oh well, that's good. I think I've wanted engine braking many years ago when I thought that's what I wanted, but since you know, learning a little bit more with a couple of the other boys with their 400 builds, I think the no engine braking is definitely a good thing, safety wise as well.
Yes. Yeah, it stops you spinning the spray. Okay.
Because is the Sprag, is that the one that spins at twice the speed when you change into, you know, when you're doing when you go from first to second? Is that the one that goes to twice the speed? Or am I getting my wires crossed?
Yes, but it can also reverse itself.
Yeah, that's right. It goes from one direction and then it goes the other way, doesn't it? Sorry, on the 1-2 shift. Yeah, that's right. Yes, it's pretty obvious I'm not a transmission builder. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just read things and forget things. So what was that bit over there, sorry Corey, that you just pulled out? What's this bit right here?
Special air reverse.
Yep. There's our pump. Bit of crap in there. You can definitely tell this thing hasn't done anything in a long time, huh? Not ideal.
Restrictor in there.
Yeah, okay. Is that something that we want to look at?
Yeah, we'll do that, yeah.
Yeah. So the converter restrictor, is that just to help with, because we've got is this a better pump? So it's going to flow more oil. We don't want the converter ballooning, causing thrust issues. Is that what we're talking about, or?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yep, no worries.
Pump with factory gears.
Yep.
They work quite well.
No worries.
They've been sitting for quite a while.
Yep.
Still in good condition though. Still in good nick.
Yeah. There'd just be remnants of, what is it, old grease or something, I guess, huh? From when it was originally built. Yeah. So is that is that just a little bush that you buy, or?
Just a grub screw.
Oh, okay, no worries. With a hole in it?
The 2 mil hole through.
Yeah, okay, cool. No worries. Yeah, because I know, you know, Holden's, you can have thrust issues when you start turbo on these engines with a converter. I've got a good converter in there as well, guys. It's a TCE. What is it, Corey? 10 1/4? I'm trying to think now. No, mine's not a 9. I think mine's 10 1/4 TCE converter. Really good one. It's literally probably the most important thing you will ever buy if your car is automatic and you're trying to do anything performance with it. You want a good converter. You want to spend good money and get one built to your specifications of your vehicle and your engine combination. So we've got a good TCE converter for it with, you know, it's got all the usual anti-balloon plates and it's got the mechanical diode and all. It's a good one. It's a really good one. So that should help with anti-ballooning, I guess, to a certain extent. But what do we got here?
We've got road pistols, high energy clutches.
Yep.
So they're brand new, they haven't done anything.
Yep. So they will handle. Yep. They'll handle everything my little turbo plastic can throw at it. That's what we want to know.
I use them in quite a few.
Yeah. So what would you sort of rate those ones to? If up to what sort of horsepower would you move? Do you move to a different style after a certain amount, or?
I've got these in 600 horsepower Skyline.
Yep.
Using F trucks, using in Silverados.
Yep.
James has got them in his 1500 Newton Gearbox Patrol.
Oh, okay, yeah. Awesome. They're big boys then. They'll do the job quite nicely. Yeah, sweet. Well, it's all looking pretty good so far anyway. That's circuits for you, isn't it? So, yeah. Oh yeah, a couple other things I've done to this as well, guys, is I've put the low-car dipstick on it. This one you can't tell because I've covered up the handle just to stop it getting scratched, the nice anodized, but this has got the locking, it's got the locking dipstick on it, which is the one you want to get. If you get the low car one, get the one with the locking handle on it. That's the one to get. And also obviously we're running braided lines to and from, so we've used Speedflow adapter fittings. These are -6, and that's an NPS thread, isn't it, Corey? It's not a tapered. Little hot tip: do not put a tapered fitting in your Turbo 400 and probably perhaps other turbo transmissions as well. Do not put a tapered fitting in because it will crack the case. Make sure you get the proper straight ones with the proper alley washer to seal up, and you'll be golden. So just a little side note there to unpack.
34 element spray in the direct drum.
Yep.
Standard input GPT clutches in the intermediate as well. No bands, so there's no engine braking.
Sorry mate, I'm in the way here. Camera guy being a jerk in the way. How many 400s do you reckon you've done in your life, Corey? A rough guess. Too many or not enough?
Never enough. We've just hit 11,000 jobs in 7 years we've been at.
Yeah, okay. I suppose being the fact that you are a transmission builder, I think the old 4L65 and 4L60 have kept you propped up through any sort of times. Hey, would that be a fair assumption? Or
yeah,
they've done a world of good for anyone that knows how to build transmissions in this country at least. 4L60s and 65s are well known for their unreliability. But they can be built to handle moderate horsepower, can't they, Corey? We can't bash the 4L60s and 65s forever, even though it's fun. It's a fun game and the memes just keep on flowing. You know, it's all in application specific, I would say, is what you need to be careful with.
34 element spraying on your direct drum.
Yep. So that's That's one of the main sort of upgrades you need over stock to handle any sort of moderate to high horsepower, I guess you would say, huh?
And you also change it to a steel style drum.
Yep.
The casts can explode.
Yep.
The factory rear end's good for about 1500 horsepower.
Yep.
If we have to change anything. Factory input shaft. You get a factory intermediate shaft. So they've used good quality clutches and that.
Yep.
Everything else, yeah, is near on standard.
Oh, well, that's good. I think that's what I was expecting anyway. It's all, you know, a lot of the standard 400 parts hold really good power anyway, so I guess as long as it's got the main little upgrades that we need for now.
The seals have started to go hard though.
Yep, which is what we've basically expected, which is why we're here really. Yep. Oh, well, that's good. That's good news for me because I don't have to spend more money on parts that I thought I'd already bought. So no, that's all good. And we'll probably have to do some more upgrades later on when we actually put a real motor in it and a real upgraded motor anyway, when I put the stroker motor in and put a man-sized turbo on it, the little GDX 42. It's a good turbo, but we can do bigger. It's 2020 now, so
Yeah, can put one in there.
yeah, that's right. So awesome. Oh well, that's where we're at. So there it is. Everything's spread out on the bench. Corey just needs to get a gasket kit for us. So then, and also he's going to get a gasket kit from Perth, and he's also going to, where is it? On this pump C, this hole here. He's going to tap that one with a 5/16 grub screw, drill a 2mm hole in it, and that will be oil feed restriction. So that's a common modification, so I've been told. So we'll do that. He'll give it a good clean in the washer and stuff, and I'll come back in the next day or so, and we'll film reassembly, and I'll take it home, and it'll be ready to go when I'm ready to go, basically. So yeah. Okay guys, that's going to wrap up today's episode. All in all, was a pretty successful day for me. Transmission had all the small bits that it was supposed to have in it, so that's good. It's not going to need much done to it. The transmissions, like I said in the video, they're pretty strong in standard form. It'll hold all the power that I need it to with my little Holden turbo V8 combination, so yeah, it should do just fine in the application that I'm doing. Later on, when I up the combination, build a better engine for it, we might look at doing a different gear set and, you know, trans brake, valve bodies, those sorts of things. But for now, we're just going to get it going. The transmission should do just fine. So I want to thank Corey at Australind Automatics. He fit me in on short notice, stripped it down, as you've seen, did a great job. So in the next episode, you'll see the reassembly, and then we'll be able to get it home and move on to the other parts of the project. So thanks for watching. As always, comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.